All right, and we will wrap up with head coach Oscar Pareja. Oscar, congratulations on the win. Hard fought win, an emotional win. Can you just kind of give us your initial thoughts?
Well, thank you. Efforts in behalf of our players and the staff and all the people that make this happen. And today we want to be very grateful with the fans. The environment today was phenomenal. Just seeing them in the stadium supporting us is the best sensation we can have. And returning into winning and joys like tonight is great. So thank you so much to our fans. I think we were the best team of the series, but the game just put us in that situation when they score goals and they sit back and we couldn't. We felt that we couldn't open. We couldn't open those lines, but finally we did, and the PKs is probably a result that it was very fair for the effort that we made during the series.
Awesome.
Oscar, kind of talking about Charlotte and the way they played kind of since the second half of last game. You knew they were going to sit back, defend, try and counterattack. Just how tough is it to break down teams like that, especially, when they're taking away a lot of the middle, which is where you guys like to play the most?
All right. No, I have to congratulate the coach. I thought he complicated things with the season that I respect. He reduced the lines and the spaces were difficult to find. Even though we found much more answers today offensively than in the past game at Charlotte. So we were more offensive. I think we hit the post twice in the first half. And we have many other options that were clear. And we know they were for a mistake, and we made one. And that was very costly for a series like this. That's why I guess the push for our team and the belief, and again the energy from our fans, everything just get together and allow us to tie that game. And the PKs is another step that is those things that you can control sometimes. But I think our takers were very precise today and had a lot of personality. So very well deserved though.
Oscar, congrats on the win. As a coach, you're playing the same team 3 times in a row. How difficult is it for you to plan for the same team 3 times in a row? And how do you balance sticking to your principles with looking for some new wrinkle you can throw in to surprise the other team?
Right, and that's why I want to congratulate Coach Smith. I think he make the movements and make our game model more complicated in some moments. Today they defend with line of 5, and it was a surprise for us because I have not seen it before with when we face them. But we adapt well though, and but when the system or the initiative and it was the same, right? You just wait and trying to put some passes together and counter attackers, and we needed to be so precise in how we mark that preventive and how we make our vigilances. And that one, when Terweski getting behind of Rowan, is what that proposal is for. That's what they were waiting. And then they clog again the box, and we try, but it's not easy. They defend well the box too. So, but again, I think our initiative was good all the time. Very difficult to play 3 times with the same team with not other opportunity to play against anyone. That was is hard. It is really for them too.
Oscar, I wanted to ask you about Duncan. Obviously, got the penalty for you guys, but then kind of dislocated his shoulder in the process. How's he holding up at the moment now with his shoulder? And we saw when he came back from the tunnel, and I guess when you guys already selected the shooters for the penalty, a little disappointed. He seemed a little disappointed not being in that penalty taker list. But obviously, the importance of him basically now heading forward for the remaining of the playoffs.
Right. Well, Duncan has this incident with his shoulder. He's fine. It's much better. We saw him in the locker. I think he will be fine. And that moment is just that if we bring him in, we will have probably some disadvantage there because he wanted to stay. The decision was just force the other team just to take one player out, and we will even there. I'd rather better just have that one, knowing that Duncan was limited, and I know he was mad at me, and I love that. But his braveness and compromise is bigger than everything. So, but that was a decision that needed to be done for the team.
Gustavo?
Hey, Coach, congrats again. You guys are not going to face either Miami or Atlanta, right? Two good clubs and two big rivals for Orlando. But you're going into an international break, so you'll have plenty of time to prepare for either one. What is something that you feel like you need to work on the most with Orlando to ensure that you have a good chance against either of those teams?
Right. Well, first, try to recover the group from this roller coaster emotional game that he took us in the highs and the lows today. That I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Seriously. I'm happy though. I'm very proud. But a good recovery with them. Just monitor the guys who leave with their teams. And no doubts that we will wait the final result with the teams that are playing at the moment and see what's the next. But one thing for sure is that I sense in the locker room is that we're not going to stop here. There is a bunch of things happening for Orlando, and we're going to chase that cup.
Go to Zach.
Oscar, you kind of mentioned it there, roller coaster of emotions. That's pretty much the way the whole season's gone. You guys had a slow start to the season. You fight back. You have a slow start to this game. You fight back to force penalty kicks. Was it that much more sweet to see you guys come through over the top and see the crowd celebrate, see your team celebrate, that you guys fought as hard as you could and got the result that you wanted in the end?
Right, it's very correct. It's true that our season has been in a similar situation, and we spoke about it after the game with the players, and that braveness that they had and the way they overcome during the year. They did not give up in any moment. We found our way once again, and probably since summer we were one of the best teams in the league, and they know that takes a lot of compromise, because it's easy to quit, and they did not quit any time in the season. And today with the game, when it was 97 minutes or so, that's what they did. They did not stop, and I thought the game rewarded us, and as a good example of the culture that we have here in the club in these 5 years. I think the people identified the player and the fan and the Orlando Academy player that we overcome, that we adapt to the difficulties. We would love to make it easier, but it seems like it takes us still this pain. But we're proud. We'll be stronger.
Two more. We'll go to Luis.
Profe, ¿qué tal? Buenas noches. Obviamente un gran partido de todo el equipo. Practicaron esos penales. Justamente estaba hablando Pedro de que hubo más práctica en eso. ¿Qué nos puede decir hoy día del performance de los muchachos en la tanda de penales y sobre todo de Pedro, que ahora se va también a jugar con Perú? Gracias.
Sí, pues es que los penales, yo no creo que sean suerte. Yo creo que se tienen que entrenar. Creo que también la elección, el momento, todo eso tiene un protagonismo importante en esas definiciones. Entonces sí, lo entrenaron, los muchachos lo entrenaron mucho después de lo que pasó en Charlotte. Ellos pusieron mucha voluntad para asegurarnos de que por lo menos nos diéramos la mejor chance de ganar si llevábamos la serie ahí, ¿no? Yo creo que es humilde decirlo, que uno sabe que las series así como estas se pueden ir a penales. Uno estar diciendo que es que no va a ir a penales, no, es una serie que te tienes que preparar. Y ellos lo hicieron muy bien. Y lo de Pedro hoy pues es lo que él significa para el grupo, y me alegra tanto por Pedro porque viene en un momento tan especial, que lo felicito a Pedro.
We'll wrap up with Citra.
Oscar, this is a team that has, in the past, been very good at riding positive momentum, but you have this international break after this emotional win. As a coach, how do you go about trying to maintain that momentum through that long delay for the next game?
It's true, has been challenging, but I think Michael now for just for us. But these breaks are, for some reason, they jeopardize your continuity and your momentum. But in the last break, I thought we managed it much better in a way that the tension of our training was there all the time, and we did much better afterwards. We're not going to stop here. We're going to rest 2 days, and after that, the group knows that we need to prepare that one game as we did in the last times that we have these breaks. But you're right, it's not an easy task, but we did it well the last time.
Thank you, Oscar. Congratulations. We'll see you soon.
Well, thank you for your company. Thanks a lot. Congrats.